come to play.
Yeah, they have come to play, and Hawaii's got to get a little more precision on their offensive sets. They've got to make the better quick, the better cut, and the better passes.
Nash all alone, his shot goes. Boise will bring it back in a hurry. Kobe Carl. To Lane at the angle. Works off the pick by Nelson. Here's Carl from far away. That's not good. Long rebound comes off, capped by Owsley. The ball comes over by us, and they'll give it to Boise State.
I thought in the last ball game you were going to be able to catch that and throw an assist.
That was in the last ball game.
Yeah. Well, the last game of the season right here.
Oh, right here.
Tonight,
no, I got to stay away from it.
Well, Boise State has come out really executing very, very well, Jim. Like, they have a tremendous game plan. They understand where Hawaii runs their offensive sets, and they're overplaying a lot of the situations.
Larry gets the ball to Wilson. Into Reggie Larry. His pass poked away, and then recaptured by Nelson. Here's Kobe Carl. That's all net. Carl hits his 73rd triple of the year. He is 73 for 195. And it's 7-2, Boise State early going. Gibson, that ball is poked away. Another turnover. Carl walks, no call. Carl again, he wants the dagger out early. That goes in, comes back out again. And so far, Boise State really has shut down the passing lanes for Hawaii.
Well, they understand the Hawaii offense, Jim, and they're overplaying the passing lanes. Hawaii has to go to the second option, third option to be very effective. They need to make better cuts and to seal when they're going to receive a ball.
Here's Lejeski. Lejeski against Lane. Into Gee. Gee double team. Gee muscle. No. But he's fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Matt Nelson thinks that he has good defensive positioning. Let's watch him now. He is standing there. He allows Gee to go underneath. Gee uses that left elbow to get a little space. The official allowed that, and he gets to the line for 2 shots.
First personal foul on Matt Nelson. At the line is Ahmet Gee. Gee, the Senegalese, 80 for 128 from the line on the season. His shot will rattle in. Gee is 63% shooter. He's 5th in WAC rebounding. And as far as his percentage from the floor, you saw his attempted muscle. 54% this year, 53% over his 2-year career at Hawaii. That's 4th.
And Jim, Hawaii fans will miss the effort that Ahmet Gee gives each and every game. He has been just a true warrior the last 2 years.
7-4, Boise State. Gee scores from the line. Here's Kobe Carl. Carl with that low crouching dribble against Lejeski. Lane in the corner, matched up with Nash. Gets it into Nelson against Gee. Here's Lane from far away. That's short. Rebound comes off to Gibson. He wants to run. Gibson in traffic. Wilson there to cut him off. Lejeski does not take the 3. Cannot penetrate against Carl, so Hawaii will try it again. Gibson leads this team, and you're looking at him. Number 2, Matt Gibson, leads the team in 3-point shots. Here's Lejeski. Fall away off the lane. Zip!
Well, that's one time Kobe Carl went for a move by Lejeski. Lejeski made him pay going baseline with the short jumper.
Nelson trying to penetrate on Gee. Can't do it. Outside to Larry. Picked up by Owsley. Back to Nelson again. Pass in the lane. Almost thrown away. The volume on the defense.
And when your offense is a little flat, Jim, that's where you make the difference up. That's a good sign for Hawaii to be defensively much stronger.
Inbounds pass stolen away by Gibson. Gibson always looking ahead to Lejeski. Lejeski over Lane from far away. That goes!
That is a huge 3-point shot by Matt Lejeski.
Carl brings it back. Blocked by Owsley. Pass stolen away by Gibson. Gibson and Gee in the front court. Gibson slows it down. He'll pump it. Hit. It won't go. And the ball comes off to Kobe Carl. To Lane. Ahead. And that shot up by Wilson. Partially blocked by Gibson, but Gibson also got him on the body. Up and down the floor. Racehorse basketball. Gibson called for his first personal foul. 9 for Hawaii. 7 for Boise State. 15:32 left to play. First half.
crunchy, sweet, and slightly salty. The new Corn Chip Crunch Bar from Big Island Candies will surely leave you indulged. Click on BigIslandCandies.com to place your order.
9 for Hawaii, 7 for Boise State. First time that Hawaii has been able to forge into the lead. Boise State opened quickly in this game. They went out to a 7-2 lead. Hawaii has caught them for the first time. So Wilson will be at the line. Kenny Wilson out of San Antonio, Texas. His shot goes, and Wilson feasting on the line in the early going. He's 3 for 3. He did not play against Hawaii in the first game. His best performance of the year, 11 points against Montana State and Western Montana. Wilson now 4 for 4 from the line. We are tied at 9, tied for the first time. Owsley, Nash off Nash's hands under that full court pressure. It goes to Lane. So here comes Boise State again. Kobe Carl into Nelson. Bumping, gets into the lane, puts it up, blocked by Gee. 61st block of the season for Gee.
Ahmed Gee is incredible. What a defender he is in the post.
Gee now, in his career, 127 blocks. And he's been here for just 2 years. Nash in the corner. Tried to get it underneath to Owsley, off Owsley's hand and out of bounds. Hawaii appears to have just too much adrenaline right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but look at that great block by Ahmed Gee. He's done an outstanding job.
Riley Lucaro has come into the game, number 22, 6'5" junior from Gladstone, Oregon for Hawaii. And here comes Kobe Carl. Lucaro in for Bobby Nash. Here's Lane against Gibson. Carl loops it into Nelson again. Nelson maybe a little reticent about going up against Gee. His pass poked away by Lejeski, and over is Carl to get a piece of it. Gibson follows, it goes.
What a great move by Matt Lejeski, trying to get the ball to the basket after the steal. An even better play by Kobe Carl, anticipating getting the ball so that Lejeski would miss it. But Matt Gibson at 6'4", 6'5", shows the ability to get offensive glass, put back, and one.
Gibson 56-4, 71 from the line, 79%. Puts up the shot, and it goes. Gibson second on this team in assists. Hawaii leading by 3, 12-9. Pass underneath the lane, saves it after he loses it. And they'll try it again from the outside.
Well, Lane is looking at the situation and saying, hey, there's Ahmed Gee. There's Ahmed Gee down there. When Ahmed Gee is in the lane area, everybody looks for him now because he's shown the ability to be the best defender in the post.
So Kobe Carl, who last year at this time went underneath the knife, surgery, thyroid cancer. He's back, puts up the shot, left-handed, it goes. Kobe Carl leads in 10 out of 11 categories for Boise State, finishing up his career.
He's a complete ball player, Jim, and you can just tell as we look at this replay and the ball go through the net for him, he has an absolute confidence about his game on the floor. He is very smooth. He understands where to make the pass, when to make the pass, and when to pull the trigger.
Carl now has 6 points. That means he has now gone into third place all time in scoring for Boise State, and he needs to be congratulated for that. He's like Mr. Frodo. He never gives up. He's always going for that high-intensity, goal-oriented play. Here's Gibson giving it up to Gee. His shot on the way. That's short. Leaping rebound by Wilson to Carl. Cross-court. That ball is saved by Reggie Larry. Larry in the corner against Owsley. And let's see, the whistle blows foul. Or is it?
No, I think it's just out of bounds against Boise State.
Seth Robinson, number 4, and Anthony Thomas, number 11, come onto the court for Boise State. Robinson, 6'6", a senior out of Phoenix, Arizona. Thomas, a guard, 6'0", redshirt freshman out of Mansfield, Texas. That shot, not good. Nielsen tries to put it back, blocked by Gay.
Now that is probably one of the best blocks that you'll ever see. Not only did he block it, he simply came down with the basketball. You think Nelson's going to want to take more of those?
Ahmed Gee has just been fantastic. Lob to Lejeski. Lejeski, muscle good. So Lejeski scores. Lejeski now with 7 points. Here's Carl on the perimeter. Robinson gives that ball up to Thomas. Anthony Thomas. Anthony Thomas had 21 points and only 1 rebound against Hawaii. 21 points. That was his season high. Underneath to Nelson. Good assist. Oh, the ball went in, came back out again.
Well, how much did Ahmed Gee's defense of Nelson have to do with that? Because he starts to think about things on the inside and doesn't play as natural and as smooth as normal.
May have been intimidated. Shot up by Gibson from far away. Oh, net. 6 points now for Gibson. Hawaii leading 17-12. Gibson gets deposited on the floor in the lane. Robinson from far away in the corner. That rims out. And a foul will be called on Wilson, reaching in on Gee. First personal foul on Wilson. 12:24 left to play in the first half.
A moment ago, Matt Gibson drains nothing but the bottom of the net, got the fans involved. Stephen Brewers is now in the ballgame for Hawaii. Ahmed Gee getting a blow.
So Brewers comes in, Stephen Brewers, and Colin Hallberg counters for Boise State. Brewers at 6'11", Hallberg at 6'10".
That's two big human beings.
Huge persons. Yeah. Lejeski overplayed, won't take the shot. So Lejeski also very high in categories for Hawaii. Shot up by Luke Garot, partially blocked by Wilson. 3-on-2 lane in the middle. Gives the ball up to Thomas. Robinson throws it away. Hawaii with 5 turnovers in the game, and Boise State has 3. Hawaii averages 17.5 turnovers per contest, and Boise State up there around 15. 17-12, Hawaii leads. Much time left here on this final night of the regular season. Lejeski saves that ball from going out of bounds. Lejeski's great performance, 33 points against Creighton in the finals of the Rainbow Classic. Here's Lejeski with it, backing away, gets it underneath Burwers. No, tip up Owsley. That ball goes to Hallberg, ahead to Wilson. Wilson spinning move in the lane, loses the ball, gets it back, and he's fouled by Burwers. So Wilson, too much prestidigitation in the lane that time. 17-12, will call.
This is 24/7. You're watching a Bronco Sports presentation on Digital Channel 7.2. Enjoy the excitement of BSU Bronco basketball.
This is sponsored by Jack in the Box. Come in and try Jack's new sirloin, steak and mushroom ciabatta.
And when you look at this Jack fact, you see that if Boise State wins tonight, Boise State will be seeded 5th in the tournament, Hawaii 7th. If Hawaii wins, UH will be 5th and Boise State 6th. So it's very important, I think, for the University of Hawaii to get this victory tonight.
Congratulations are in order for Honolulu Advertiser beat writer for the Rainbow Warriors, Dayton Morinaga, and his wife Melinda. Melinda giving birth this morning to their daughter Samantha Kaylani. So we congratulate them. Right. Welcome to the world.
Absolutely.
Wilson makes it 17-13. Boucher has come into the game. Matt Boucher, 6'3" junior, number 15 for Boise State out of Caldwell, Idaho. Owsley survives in the backcourt. Gets it to Lejeski. Lejeski watched by Lane. Verwers on the outside on the wing. Luke Garot. Gibson coming up from down low. Lejeski from far away. Tough shot. Goes!
Man, Lejeski's got a certain look about him, Jim, and a certain feeling. And when he has that look, he usually has a big-time offensive ball game. Tonight, the look is there.
Biggest lead by Hawaii in the game. Lejeski in double figures. He has 10 points. Shot on the lane by Robinson is good over Owsley. And it's 20-15. Hawaii leading. So Gibson will bring it back. Here's Lejeski to Owsley. They worked it on the perimeter to Luke Garot. Luke Garot in junior college a prolific scorer. Ball away, Lucheski. No. Burrers stolen away by Lutgerode, and then the ball tumbles out of bounds again. Lutgerode. Burrers had control of that. Lutgerode came in and ripped it away from him.
Well, Lutgerode is one of the stronger players on the team, Jim, and he's an aggressive player. He will always give you 100% of his effort.
So Boise State will bring the ball up court. Boise State has had trouble on the road. They are 3-10 away from home, trying to sweep the season series against Hawaii. Boucher in the lane. He walked. That's a turnover. Boise State beat Hawaii 73-62 on the 20th of January in Boise.
Well, it's interesting that Coach Graham is allowing Kobe Carl to be on the bench for more time than I thought he would. I thought he'd get a moment's break and breathe there and be back on the floor, because I think he makes that team go.
He's the soul. In the corner to Lutgerode. Gibson on the outside. Gibson crossover down the lane, up and in. What a play. What a play by Gibson. That had some magic to it. Gibson with 8 points. Here's Lane trying to answer back against Gibson. Robinson bumping into Burrers. Boise State trying to penetrate with a high percentage shot. And the ball is kicked, and the foul call is going to be on Burrers.
I think the knee is going to be called against Brewers, sticking out that leg. Let's watch Gibson scoop drive right here. Goes up and under. Nice little move by Matt Gibson to get that play to drop, the ball to drop for him.
Second personal foul on Burrers. And playing the ball in will be Boucher. Coming back on the floor is Nelson. Ahmet Gee reports in for Hawaii. So many more changes all of a sudden. Hallberg leaves. And Kobe Carl comes back into the game along with Reggie Larry. So wholesale changes. Different personalities show up with 9:26 left to play in the first half. Thomas. Here's Lane, unable to penetrate on Lutgerode. Kobe Carl. Kobe Carl.
That is very smooth. You just penetrate and kick it out, and he just sits there comfortably in the three-point area and just drains long-range shots.
74th triple of the season. 74 for Kobe Carl. 22-18. Good spin move deep. (24-18). Gee with 4 points. Thomas on the outside trying to get by Gibson. Gives the ball to Nelson, but he faces Gee. He's had trouble with Gee. Nelson won't shoot. Larry against Owsley, backing in. Larry in the lane. Underneath it goes to Nelson. Reverse layup finally works.
He used the rim to shield off Ahmed Gee. Ahmed couldn't get position to get a block. Smart move by Nelson. Excellent job by the 6'9" junior.
So Boise State pulls to a 4-point deficit. That's the first 2 points of the game for Nelson. Here's Gee on the other end, right over Nelson.
Ahmed Gee is having it his way. If it's a mano-mano thing, man-to-man, Ahmed Gee so far is dominating that inside.
Gee knocks the ball away. Turnover goes to Lutgerode. Lutgerode trying to maintain control. Feeds Gee. Gee loses it in the lane to Nelson. Long lead pass to Lane, and Lane will lay it in.
Boy, after a great defensive play, then Hawaii just loses the ball. Those are possessions that can come back to haunt you if you don't take care of the basketball.
7:40 left to play here in the first half. Hawaii leading by 4. Here's Gee. Out on top to Lutgerode. Owsley. Yes! Owsley. Tough shot. Back in a hurry is Boise State. To the hoop. The ball is blocked by Owsley. And a foul is called. The basket goes in. And at the line, let's see what the call is.
I think it's good basket. It should be good basket +1. What a strong move by Reggie Larry.
So Reggie Larry will be accredited with the hoop. 28-24 Hawaii. The University of Hawaii Athletic Scholar Spotlight for this week is on Emily Hansen of the women's swimming and diving team. Scholar Spotlight is presented by AIG Hawaii. Discover the AIG advantage. At halftime, we're scheduled to talk with the commissioner of the Western Athletic Conference. Talk about some problems.
Well, he's got, he has a big job.
Yes, he does. Just in geography.
Yeah.
Larry is at the line. Reggie Larry, 76 for 124 at the line, 61%. He is 10th in WAC scoring coming into the game tonight. Hits. Larry, also a blocker of note. He has 41 on the season. Hawaii battling against that full court press. Here's Wojcicki bringing it into the front court. Thomas greets him right away. Gee against Larry. Gee has the height advantage. Gee looking for the cutters. Throws it out of bounds. Another turnover for Hawaii. Gee looks at his teammates and goes palms upwards. 8 turnovers now for Hawaii compared to 5 turnovers for Boise State. 28-25, 3-point game. Outside to Lane. Kobe Carl hooks it to Larry, puts it up over Gee. That'll crawl in.
Well, Reggie Larry is a very strong guy going to the basket. He went up, felt the body contact by Ahmed Gee, waited to see if Gee would try and get a block. He did, and then he completed the play. Excellent drive.
7 points now for Larry. That makes it a 1-point game, 28-27. Hawaii leading. Lucarote cannot penetrate. Lucarote will take the shot. Hit. Right back in a hurry is Boise State. Shot up and not good that time by Thomas. Here comes Hawaii trying to answer back. Spin move by Lucarote. He gets rid of it to Gibson. Gibson goes baseline. Gibson ties the muscle and he draws the foul.
Well, Gibson goes baseline real hard. Eric Lane is right there with him. And he is not sure what happened with the call, but he said, hey, I didn't touch him. What's the problem?
Second personal foul on Lane. Here's Gibson. Gibson has a distinct choreography at the free throw line. So Gibson now at the free throw line, 56 for 72. Owsley goes out, and Bobby Nash, who started this game, comes back in here in the first half with 6:01 left.
Yeah, he goes from the 3 spot to the 4 spot with P.J. Owsley out of the ball game. Lucarote is still playing 3 for Hawaii.
Gibson hits 31-27. Hawaii leading. Thomas brings it back for Boise State. 9 points now for Gibson. Trying to get the ball down low. Here's Robinson. Robinson, oh, that was a fine save by Thomas. Robinson with it off the lane. And Gee looming over him. Finally, in the confusion, the ball escapes.
15 seconds still on the shot clock.
So Carl will trigger the ball in for Boise State. Down low it goes. Shot up and not good that time by Larry. And they'll give it to Boise State. Boy, Riley Wallace is just erupted from the bench. Now a foul is called. Foul will be called on Wilson. And Hawaii will have it. Second personal foul on Wilson. 31-27, Hawaii leading here in the first half. Coming up on prime time in the first half, 5:29 left. Here's Lucarote to Gee. Ahmed Gee, oh, Bobby was open underneath. Bobby Nash. Here's Gibson. Gibson crossover, spin move. Trying to do it again. Draws the foul.
And Matt Gibson is getting an opportunity to break people off the dribble. Little reverse spin here. Goes up, feels the contact, will get to the line for 2 shots. Excellent job by Gibson of creating within the offense.
Foul was on Thomas, and Gibson goes through the ritual again. Shot is not good. It remains 31-27. And so for the first time in this first half, Tyler Tiedemann will come into the game. 6'7" junior from Santa Rosa, California, averaging 4.5 and 2.0.
Well, Coach Graham has used 10 players thus far in this first half.
Second shot by Gibson, and that is not good. Hawaii now 4 for 7 from the free throw line. It remains 31-27. Kobe Carl against Gibson. Carl back outside. Thomas down the middle, lays it up and goes. And Hawaii, they were witnesses to that. No one really challenged him. It's 31-29. And Boise State filling up the mirrors of Hawaii now as we go down the stretch in the first half. Gee responds. Ahmed Gee with 8 points. Shot up and not good by Robinson. Hawaii brings it back in a bunch.
Wow.
So Lojeski will have it.
Jim, Ahmed Gee seems to be able to have it his way down low. Now they're double teaming him.
Lojeski, top shot from the corner.
The two seniors combining right there. Pass goes in. Gee gives it back to Lojeski. He buries a deep 3.
13 points now for Lojeski on that silk and satin shot. Gee bothered the driver that time, going to the hoop, and then he got the rebound. The ball tapped away from him, and Hawaii will control. 36-29. Hawaii leading. Hawaii taking over the lead at the 15-minute mark, and they have been able to protect it. Boise State certainly has had runs, but they have been unable to catch Hawaii in this first half. He outside the loop to rope. Gets it back against Larry. Double team as Robinson comes over. Nash for 3. That won't go. Tiedemann with the rebound for Boise State. Ball goes out of bounds. Gibson got in there to bother him just enough. 3:52 left to play in the first half. Final regular season game. And the final game of a 20-year career for Riley Wallace. We pause along the network. Just a reminder to stay with us after the game as the University of Hawaii Federal Credit Union salutes the Rainbow Warriors seniors with the Senior Night plaque presentation. 2 seniors playing their last game tonight, Gee and Lojeski. The Boise State seniors have already bid aloha to their home court as they get ready, along with Hawaii, to go to Las Cruces, New Mexico. Not an easy place to get to for the conference tournament. Here's Lojeski coming up from down low against Carl. Backing in, Nash to the hoop, goes!
Well, Bobby Nash showing the ability down to play the 4 spot to get aggressive down low.
Carl from far away hits again. Carl, he's putting on a clinic.
They call me Kobe Carl.
12 points now for Carl. Here's Lucaro. They get it into Gee, double teamed immediately. Gee kicks it back outside to Lojeski. Lucaro, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Lucaro in the lane, tough shot, put back, and Nash will be credited with the basket.
Bobby Nash is showing quickness at the 4 spot, being a difference maker.
40-32, Hawaii leading in a foul call.
A moment ago, Kobe Carl just drains the long-range 3-point shot against Matt Lojeski.
Foul called on Seth Robinson. That's his first. 40-32. Lucaro will trigger the ball in. Lucaro, Gibson, Lojeski, Nash, and Gee on the floor now for Hawaii. Here's Lucaro against Tiedemann of Boise State. Lojeski matched up against Kobe Carl. Into Gee, double teamed again. Gee throws the ball back outside. Coming up on 10 seconds left on the shot clock right now. They're in single digits. Into Gee, 6 seconds left. Gee, tough shot, won't go, and the ball is grabbed in midair by Carl. Gets it to Boucher. Underneath it goes to Tiedemann, and Tiedemann scores for Boise State.
That was not an easy shot by Tiedemann because Matt Lojeski had positioned himself to take a charge. Tiedemann shows the ability to go beyond Lojeski and kiss it off the glass.
Good ad-libbing by Boise State all the way up the court that time. Hawaii almost throws it away. Lojeski on the baseline, whistle blows.
I think it's going to be called against Tiedemann out of bounds. When he touched the ball, Hawaii will get the ball inbounds under the basket.
So Luke DeRote will trigger. Hawaii leading 40-34. 2 minutes exactly left to play in half number 1. Into Lojeski. So Hawaii will start the play again. Hawaii wins this game. They will go to the conference tournament as the 5th seed. They lose this game, they will go as the 7th seed. Lojeski, 5 seconds left. His shot, not good. The ball comes off to Tiedemann. Long pass ahead to Carl. Carl underneath Hilaire. Perfect timing on that.
That was as sweet as it gets right there. Kobe Carl caught the ball and delivered it with perfection.
40-36. Under a minute 30 to play. This Boise State team, remember, has been tested. They have lost 7 games by 4 points or less. In the corner it goes to Luke DeRote. 40-36. Look at this shot by Gibson. That won't go. Put back does go. Bobby Nash. And he's fouled by Robinson.
That's a big time rebound by Bobby Nash. You don't see him digging in deep all the time. He does a great job. Look at this pass. So great pass by Carl to Reggie Larry, and then watch Bobby Nash. Got good inside position. He goes after the basket hard, does not hesitate. He just goes right back up for the shot.
Second personal foul on Robinson, and the technical foul now has been called on Seth Robinson. In the meantime, Carl and Lojeski exchanging pleasantries, and I really mean that. I mean, they're smiling at each other.
Yeah, they're smiling, but I'm sure they're saying, okay, man, you need to miss this free throw. Oh, I'm not going to miss it, man. What are you talking about? Hey, no, miss it, man. We got to keep this game close. No, man, I'm knocking this down, then we'll get the ball.
Maybe.
See, it's those kind of conversations that go on.
So Lojeski hits the free throw. Lojeski now with 14.
With just when Boise State had made a run back, Bobby Nash got a little aggressive and got a couple key rebounds and putbacks, and now Hawaii is up again by 8 points.
So with that technical foul, Robinson now has 3 personal fouls. So Robinson lost his composure for the moment. 44-36. Now Nash will be at the line. Hawaii scoring points without the clock ticking. And Nash is able then to score and make the three-point play. 45-36. Hawaii leading by 9. This equals their biggest lead of the first half. And coming up on a minute to play.
I like the fact that Alzi got put in the ball game for Ahmed Gee, so Gee wouldn't pick up a foul in the last 1 minute of the first half. It made it very easy on that last play by Boise State because it was wide open on the inside.
Reggie Larry all by himself. Underneath, Owsley, no. Boy, they're really battling underneath. Larry to Carl, cross court. Boucher, three-pointer, long rebound comes off to Nelson. Here's Kobe Carl. Shot up by Tiedemann. That's short. And captured by Lojeski. So Hawaii will bring the ball up court. 20 seconds on the game clock. The shot clock has been turned off. Coming up to the end of the first half, we'll talk with Carl Benson, the commissioner of the Western Athletic Conference, at halftime. Here's Gibson walking the ball in. Luke DeRote. Won't go. Put up Owsley. No. And that's the end of the first half as that ball is grabbed by Nelson. Hawaii leading at the end of the first half, 45-38. This game summary is sponsored by Burger King. Have it your way.
Taking a look at the ball game thus far, the first half has been an exciting ball game. Hawaii at home, 52%. Boise State at 47%. Both teams have knocked down 7 free throws. Three-point goals pretty even. Rebound advantage to Hawaii +5, and assists to turnovers. The interesting thing for Hawaii, only 6 assists in the ball game with 8 turnovers. Boise State 7 and 8. But Hawaii usually has many more assists when they play in with their offense. That's a credit to Boise State, understanding the Hawaii offense and doing an excellent job against it.
More to come from the Stan Sheriff Center in Honolulu.
This is 24/7. You're watching a Bronco Sports presentation on Digital Channel 7.2. Enjoy the excitement of BSU Bronco basketball right here on 24/7.
This television broadcast of Boise State University Bronco Sports is sponsored in part by Banner Bank.
The thunder, the pounding, the sport.
Watch Cleveland Quarters of the home team is sponsored in part by American Savings Bank, helping Hawaii's businesses and communities grow. And by Kaiser Permanente. Thrive.
Let's take a look at a few of the highlights from the first half. For Boise State, they passed the ball around really pretty well. Kobe Carl inside to Matt Nelson for an easy deuce. Coming underneath, and then Carl again right here with the basketball, giving it out to Anthony Thomas for a sweet drive to the basket. And Kobe Carl has been just a key guy here, threading the needle once again with a great pass there. For Hawaii, Matt Lojeski has shot the ball well from the outside. He has drained it from deep and deeper, and when Hawaii needs to go inside, they go to the ultimate warrior, Ahmed Gee, who does the job not only on the defensive end, but on the offensive end as well. His play on the inside has been the difference in the ball game thus far. When you look at the halftime leaders, Kobe Carl with 12 points, Reggie Larry with 11 for Hawaii, Matt Lojeski with 15 points, Gibson and Nash have 9 points each. But Ahmed Gee has also been a difference maker with 8 points, 5 rebounds, and he's had 2 or 3 blocks.
Ahmed Gee officially with 2 blocks as of the second half. Celebrate the Savor in You from Hawaiian Telcom. Home phone service, unlimited long distance and high-speed internet for only $65.95 a month. That's the best value in town. To connect, call 643-0800, 643-0800. We begin the second half. Bobby Nash will trigger the ball right in front of him.
Well, this is important for Hawaii to get off to a good start in the second half. I always say the first 5 minutes of the second half says an awful lot about your team and about your chances to win a ball game.
Lojeski shoots right away.
Yeah, that's a nice start.
Very good start. Lojeski now with 17. So Hawaii leading 47-38. That ties their biggest lead. Backing in on Gee as Nelson won't take the shot. Here's Lane. The floater will go. Nice, soft, delicate touch.
And that is a big-time floater right there. He went way high with that because of his respect for Ahmed Gee's jumping and shot-blocking ability.
Owsley to Nash. 3-point territory out in front. Gibson from far away. That won't go. Battling for the rebound. Tipped up.
DJ Owsley.
And it's going to be Owsley. You're right. Owsley getting it. 49-40. Back to a 9-point lead. Larry brings it back for Boise State. Boise State has been in many close games, but like every team in the Western Athletic Conference, they've had trouble winning on the road. Backing in is Nelson. Puts it up and in over Gee. Nelson finding the right combination that time. Gee holding his nose as he comes up the court. He may have gotten elbowed a bit. Gibson with the crossover. Stops. That won't go. Long pass to Wilson. Wilson knocks over Gibson. That's an offensive foul. And Gibson was standing there just waiting. He knew the bus was coming.
Yeah, he was. Been good job by Gibson. He tried to get the steal on the pass. He didn't get it, and Wilson just forces himself to make the charge, and he picks up his 3rd personal foul and has to take a seat on the bench.
49-42, just underway in the second half. Stolen away by Gibson. With it is Thomas. Thomas to the hoop. Blocked by Gibson. They call a foul on him. I thought Gibson was there, and I thought that was a very good defensive play.
Well, let's watch it again, and we'll see what it looks like. Gibson loses the ball there. Thomas does a nice job of coming down. Now, he got some hops, and Gibson goes up. Wow.
I thought that was just a great play.
Wow.
Be that as it may, Thomas is at the line for Boise State. His shot, no. Athletic justice, perhaps. Thompson will try it again. 49-42, Hawaii leading. This second half is going to be something. That goes for Thomas. Thomas now with a total of 3 points. 1 for 2 from the line. Hawaii now leads 49-43. Hawaii has not been able to get a double-digit lead, but they have been able to hold off the charges of Boise State. McGee loses the ball. Excellent team strategy that time by Boise State. Here's Carl. Nelson with it against Gee. Thomas bumping Owsley. Here's Nelson. He loses it. 3-on-2. In the middle is Gibson. Gibson all the way, lays it up and in.
That's a really nice move by Matt Gibson. He didn't look for a teammate, got a steal there, and he and Lojeski are both guys who get a lot of steals. And just a strong move by Matt Gibson going hard to the rack.
Gibson is at the line. 51-43, Hawaii leading. Gibson trying to get that three-point play. He does. (52-43). Underneath it goes to Nelson. Great pass by Thomas. One thing I'm impressed with about Boise State, Artie, is that after they are scored upon,
they come down.
They come charging down the court.
Yeah.
They do not let you even think about it, even celebrate it.
Yeah, no, they make you play defense in a hurry, because if you score, you better get back against them.
52-45. Into Gee, double team. Owsley, tough shot on the baseline, but it goes.
And PJ Owsley, he has been such a role player for Hawaii, but he has been absolutely consistent. You know what he can do, and he knows what he can do, and he does it very, very, very well.
Thomas against Nash in the corner, cannot penetrate on the baseline. Here's Larry. Larry walks.
He changed his pivot foot.
Turnover for Boise State. Larry is not happy. So Hawaii under full court pressure.
Well, this is a big possession for Hawaii. If they can get it up to a double-digit lead, it changes the thing.
Nash short, and the ball poked out of bounds. It will go to Boise State. So the Broncos will bring the ball up court. 16:58 left to play in the regular season. Here's Thomas. Thomas had a terrific game against Hawaii on the 20th of January. Carl, baseline pass. Lane gets the ball into Nelson. Good move by Nelson. And a foul called on Gee, and Gee may have tweaked that knee.
Well, I tell you what he did. He overextended, and the knee straps came loose. McGee had to go readjust. Watch this now. Watch the right leg. Watch him try and step over. And as he steps over, you saw the knee kind of give a little. And watch him readjust the straps on there.
Many times this season, the fortunes of this Hawaii basketball team have depended on Gee's knee. Nelson misses the free throw. Gee will walk off the court. Burrers will come back on for Hawaii. So Nelson, 54-45, back out to a 9-point lead for Hawaii. Nelson trying to hit at least the second of the free throws. He does not. Burrows with the rebound. Here comes Gibson. Larry falls down. Gibson, too long with the pass. Gibson's pass too long in the air and was almost intercepted. The ball went out of bounds. Hawaii will control. Hey, one thing about Gibson, he leads the team in chagrin. Shot up and not good by Nash. Burris wants to slam, won't go. Nash has it. Tapped away. Nash gets it back. Ball is free. Ball comes off to Carl against Lujeski. Thomas takes it deep, puts it up over Burris and scores.
And you see the calming effect in that whole series right there. Kobe Carl. He did not rush once he picked it up. He looked at the situation, gave it to a teammate, set a little back pick, and got an easy lay-in for his teammate.
Burris to Gibson against Thomas. Oh, they called an offensive foul on Gibson. That's another tough call. That's his third. 15:56 left to play. And what Hawaii cannot afford to happen is that Boise State starts to steal the momentum. Aloha Airlines would like to say aloha to Rainbow Warrior seniors Matt Lujeski and Ahmed Gee for all their contributions to the University of Hawaii and wish them continued success in their future endeavors. Dominic Waters will come on to the floor for the first time for Hawaii, 6'1", sophomore out of Portland, Oregon, averaging 6'4" and 1-4.
And this is a tough thing to come in the game, not having played in the first half, coming in with the intensity at a pretty high level. The challenge for Dominic is to come in and be ready to play and to be loose and not try and do too much.
Nelson back out the lane. Long ranger in and out. And that ball tapped out. It will go to Boise State. Lujeski had a piece of it. Burris had a piece of it. And then Dominic Waters could not serve.
Well, that ball looked like it was completely down, and it just went in and came back out.
They get it into Nelson. Here's Larry. Over Owsley. That won't go. Burris can't hold. Thomas. Underneath, slam by Nelson. Nelson can feast now that Gee is not in the game.
Well, they play a whole lot more comfortable and with a different look on their faces when Ahmed Gee is on the bench.
54-49. So Boise State starting to edge back. That pass by Burris is tapped away. Carl goes to Lane. Waters comes over to cut him off. Lane cannot penetrate. And they're on the perimeter with Thomas. Thomas out. Shot up by Carl. Kobe Carl in and out. All alone with the rebound with Burris. There you see WAC women's basketball tonight. Hawaii losing to Boise State. So that ends their win streak. And an 8-game win streak comes to an end. Burris crowd didn't want him being called for that 5-second rule. Owsley, tough shot, goes. That's Owsley's kind of shot. You give him that much space on the floor, he has to put it up very quickly, but he puts it up with authority.
Well, P.J. Owsley, like I said earlier, Jim, he has learned his role on this team, and he plays it very, very well.
56-49. Here's Carl. Underneath to Nelson. Over Burris. Left-handed, won't go. And let's see. Whistle blows. Foul call. Foul is on Reggie Larry. That's his first personal foul. So Hawaii will control it. Into the game comes Tyler Tiedemann. He played during the first half along with Colin Halbert. Halbert at 6'10". And Tiedemann at 6'7". So Nelson will sit down along with Carl. 13:58 left to play in the game.
Coach Graham can only afford to leave Carl, in my opinion, on the bench for maybe a minute or two. They need him on the floor. He settles everyone down, and he's a playmaker.
Nash to Owsley coming up from down deep. Burris on the outside against Halbert. Waters to Lujeski. Overplayed by Tiedemann. His shot goes. Tiedemann back in a hurry. Hawaii leading 59-49. This is the biggest lead of the game. First time they're in double digits. A 10-point lead. Thomas is fouled on the dribble drive. Fouled by Waters.
Yeah, Dominic Waters.
First personal foul on Waters. So a 10-point lead. It happens with 13:20 left to play in the game. Tiedemann, lob pass underneath, gets it to Larry, goes to put it up, that's blocked by Owsley. The putback doesn't go down by Holbert, and Hawaii will own it. Lejeski with that right hand dribble. Hawaii trying to build an insurmountable double-digit lead now. They know that Boise State has runs left. What a pass by Burwell. Burr's got the ball down low to Bobby Nash, and Nash will go to the line. He is fouled by Thomas.
Bobby Nash is playing really, really aggressively on the inside.
I like the way Bobby Nash, over the course of this season, has expanded his game.
Yeah, it's been more than just a three-point shooter. And he has shown the ability to go after rebounds. And next year, Bobby Nash should have an unbelievable senior campaign.
You know, he's in a very difficult position now because his father is the associate head coach. And the future of this team is very uncertain. Will he get the head coaching job? Won't he? That puts Bobby Nash in a very difficult situation.
Well, I think he's in actually a pretty good situation in a lot of ways because he'll graduate at the end of this year. So it's that rule, you know, the NCAA rule that allows you to go away if you want to go away for your 5th year. And Bobby Nash at this point in time, you know, has some options. You'd love to see him back at the University of Hawaii, that's for sure, because he could have a great senior campaign.
But it's something that you very rarely see. Turnaround. That time by Larry. No, tip-up is in. And they are going to give it to Tiedemann.
Yep.
Tiedemann will be credited with the tip-in. Excellent play. 60-51, back to a 9-point lead, single digits. Hawaii continues to lead. They have led ever since 15 minutes left in the first half. And Burrs this time trying to find Nash on the baseline. Ball goes off Nash. That's a turnover for Hawaii.
A moment ago, Tyler Tiedemann comes in for a nice tip-up with his right hand. You see him fly down the middle, get the putback for Boise State, and then they got a good defensive stop as Hawaii turned the ball over.
14 turnovers now for Hawaii, 11 for Boise State. Tiedemann in the lane. Shot up from the corner. That's partially blocked by Burrs. Off the hands of Lane. Dominic Waters will bring it back. Here's Nash on the perimeter. Waters gives it to Lejeski. Lejeski can sting you from many places on the court. Burrs against Holbert. Two very big persons. Owsley, that's blocked. Great play, but it goes to Nash. And Nash is able to deposit the ball. Excellent block that time by Reggie Larry, but the block went to Nash. Shot up by Tiedemann, that goes at Tiedemann from far away. Tiedemann brings the artillery shot. 62-54, and for Tiedemann, that's his 23rd of the season, first of the game.
Jim, if Boise State's going to get back in the ball game, though, they need to make some stops on the defensive end.
Foul called underneath. Burrs again trying to find Nash. That has become their favorite high-low play. We'll take this timeout with 11:11 left to play. 62 for Hawaii, 54 for Boise State. Central Pacific Bank sponsors the Loyalty Award by donating $100 for every three-point shot Hawaii scores. Proud to support student athletes. Central Pacific Bank, fiercely loyal banking. Hawaii has 5 3-pointers tonight, 4 of them by Lejeski, the other by Gibson. So Riley Lucarote into the game for Hawaii. He will play the ball in. Lucarote into Waters. Carl is back on the floor now for Boise State. Along with Tiedemann, along with Lane and Nelson. Here's Waters. Lucarote into Gee. Gee double team, goes to put it up, it goes, he's fouled. Nelson was there, and Tiedemann came over to help out. They tried to build a house around him. He would have none of it.
Well, McGee gets the ball, and he just shows his physical strength, upper body strength. Once again, goes up, all the body, all the arms on his arms, does not matter. He says, I am the strongest of the three.
10:49 left to play in the game. Guy at the line for Hawaii. The Senegalese puts in the shot. 65-54. Biggest lead of the game for Hawaii at 10:46. Carl lobs it into Nelson against Guy. Nelson won't take the shot. Here's Thomas. Thomas double team. Thomas in trouble. Thomas goes to put it up. That won't go. Guy with another rebound. Guy now with 11 points and 6 rebounds. Ahmet with 7 double-double performances this season. Here's Lejeski. Carl over to check in. Kobe Carl does so many different things in the myriad basketball jobs that you have to do. That's a turnover. Foul call. It's going to be on Lejeski. That's his second.
Good defensive positioning that time by Nelson. Matt Lejeski had delivered the pass and didn't stop his momentum.
Here's Kobe Carl. Tiedemann shovels it down to Nelson. Tiedemann, tough shot. That goes. That is a great shot by Tiedemann. So it's 65-56. The two-pointer right in front of the arc.
Boise State is still hanging around, Jim. They are not breaking down after Hawaii gets out to a double-digit lead. They continue to battle, and they're back in it.
Another turnover for Hawaii. Lead pass. Hawaii got standing around, and Tiedemann was unable to really get that gimme shot. So it remains 65-56. Lejeski down low to Guy. Reverse layup won't go. And the ball comes off to Nelson. So here comes Boise State again. Kobe Carl. Thomas goes down the baseline, puts up that nice, soft underhander that climbs over the rim. 65-58. Boise State trying to manufacture another run. And a timeout is called by Hawaii with 8 minutes and 44 seconds left. For Boise, right now would be the time to really step it up, because as the minutes tick down, they'd be right there at the end. This look above the rim is sponsored by Aloha Airlines, a proud supporter of UH Sports. For reservations and fare specials, visit AlohaAirlines.com. Hawaii with 29 rebounds, Boise State with 21. Matt Gibson has 7 to lead the Hawaii effort, and Ahmet Guy with 6. I'd like to send our alohas along to our favorite television station on the continent, KTVB in Boise, and General Manager Doug Armstrong.
Yeah, it's nice to know Doug is still doing well.
Owsley won't go. Put back Guy.
Well, Guy gets a rebound and a basket. Now he has 13.7 rebounds.
Carl answers back. That's short. Guy with the rebound. Number 7.
Make that 8.
He has 8. You're right.
The biggest difference in the ball game has been Ahmet Guy's play on the inside. He's defensively put up a wall because he's had a lot of blocks. And then offensively, he has been very, very aggressive down low, and he's hard to stop for the guys in, is that orange?
That's orange. What's the matter with you?
Well, I didn't know. I mean, it's kind of, it's called burnt orange, or?
That's orange.
Okay, just plain orange.
Boise State orange.
Okay.
Here's Guy. Lejeski over talking to Coach Riley Wallace. Guy edges up to the foul line. Nine-point lead for Hawaii, trying for that double-digit lead. He gets it. 68-58. Ahmet Guy, his career high 21 at Nevada. His career high rebounds 14 at Nevada and at Idaho. In the first meeting between these two teams this year, he had 16 points and 6 rebounds at Boise State. He has been a delight in the 2 years that he has been here, and he will not soon fade from memory. Absolutely. That's for sure. And either will Lejeski. Trying for an 11-point lead. Gee hits. So Gee with 15 points and 8 rebounds, closing in on a double-double performance. Here's Nelson. Backing in on Gee. Nelson, good spin move, goes to put it up. Gee blocks him. 3 on 2 in the middle. The shot by Waters in and out. Put back Owsley, no. Foul call.
Dominic Waters almost pulled the trigger and tried to put the dagger in. Ahmed Gee has just owned Matt Nelson. Matt Nelson has just been struggling against Ahmed Gee. Watch this now. This is a nice aggressive move. A little spin move. Going baseline. Ahmed Gee says, none of that. Not tonight.
Celebrate the Sabre in you with the My Choice bundle from Hawaiian Telcom. Home phone service, unlimited long distance, and high-speed internet for only $65.95 a month. The best value in town. To connect, call 643-0800. 643-0800. Matt Nelson for Boise State. You talk about having great games. He had one earlier this year on the 20th of January against Hawaii. He had 25 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double performance. And he's had 10 double-double performances on the season. He's coming off a double-double performance against Fresno.
But he's not having the night that he would like to have tonight because of Ahmed Gee. Ahmed Gee has owned him thus far in this ballgame.
Owsley misses, but it comes off the Lucaro. Tonight, by contrast, Nelson has 8 points and 3 rebounds.
And he's had his shot blocked maybe 4 or 5 times in this ballgame.
Blocking foul called on Lejeski. Lejeski trying to set up the wall in front of Thomas. That's his third personal foul for Lejeski. 7:25 left to play in the game.
Well, Hawaii's been in control of this game as you look at the replay again, and the block called against Lejeski. 12-point lead at this point, but there's still a lot of time, so you can't stop playing. Boise State has hung around, and they're playing still very determined. Be interesting to see what happens down the stretch when we get close to prime time.
Peterman gets it into Nelson. Nelson double team. Lejeski comes over to help. Open is Larry, won't take the shot. Lane, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Thomas. Foul called. It's going to be on Waters. Waters on the dribble drive. Both teams in the 1-on-1 bonus situation. Gibson will come back into the game along with Nash. Under 7 minutes to play now in the final regular season game here at the Stan Sheriff Center. Carl will come back into the game. As soon as Hawaii makes a move, then Boise State responds, and vice versa. So Thomas is at the line. Thomas with 7 points. Thomas, we remind you, had just a great performance, his best of the season against Hawaii on the 20th of January. 21 points. Misses the 1-and-1, the front end. Owsley with the rebound. Hawaii leading 70-58. Gibson with it, back on the court. Gibson against Thomas. Thomas runs into Gee. Gibson playing just on the cusp of being out of control. And that ball is poked out of bounds by Boise State.
Well, Ahmed Gee, I'm a little concerned because a defender went into his legs, and you see him flexing the knees. The last thing you want is for him to get hurt.
Ahmed Gee said that all summer, 3 hours a day in rehab. What a shot by Lejeski. That had some sting to it. That is his 5th. He is 5 for 5 in three-point territory. Thomas dances down the lane, goes to put it up, blocked by Gee, foul call.
I think it's going to be fouled on P.J. Owsley, but what an unbelievable job by Ahmed Gee. You see the foul occur right there. Ahmed came over and was just going to add to his blocking statistics for the evening.
Joe Thomas back at the line. He was not successful the last time. That one goes 73 to 59. Hawaii has steadily, bit by bit, built up this lead. Second shot goes, and it is 73 to 60. So that 15-point lead, the biggest lead of the game for Hawaii, and now they lead by 13. Here's Lejeski. Lejeski to the hoop. Oh, Lejeski gets mugged underneath that time by Carl. Carl came over late. And so the Hawaii senior, Matt Lejeski, will go to the line.
Well, Lojo is going aggressively to the basket, had ideas of flushing this one. Kobe Carl came over and just hit him next to the head. And Lojo will get 2.
Lejeski, his shot is good. Lejeski now with 24 points. For Lejeski, his high for his career, 33. And he has just set a season high against WAC teams with his 25th point. Coming in, he had 22 against New Mexico State. That was the highest total against the Western Athletic Conference team. Underneath, Nelson won't go. Fighting for the rebound. Ball comes off on the baseline. Nash, Nelson, and we have a lot of arms and legs and necks and backs and all kinds of anatomy on the floor.
They're calling it hell ball, alternating possession. Hawaii, I think the University of Hawaii will get the ball.
Lejeski had 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists in the losing effort against Boise State at Boise on the 20th of January. Hawaii losing that game 73 to 62. Hawaii leading here 75 to 60. Almost a turnaround. Larry goes to put it up in a foul by Owsley with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left. So on Owsley, that is his 3rd. Riley Wallace really wants to win the final game. So Larry at the line. Larry hits, and he has 12. That's his first point of the second half. So Larry had 7 points and 11 rebounds against Hawaii. Best performance of the year, 24 against Sacramento State. So Reggie Larry from Newark, New Jersey puts up that shot, and it's 75 to 62. Back to a 13-point lead.
Newark, New Jersey to Boise, Idaho.
Yes.
That's a little different.
Owsley throws it off the hands of Gibson. That's another turnover for Hawaii. And in turnovers, they have 18, which is 1 over their average. Boise State has 11. Nelson tries to get the ball down low. Larry can't hold it. Goes to Gibson. Here's Lejeski. Boise State comes back in a hurry. Carl tries to put up a shot, leans in, and he'll be fouled by Owsley. Owsley picking up fouls left and right. That's his 4th.
Yeah, well, Kobe Carl just set him up for that. He just did a little pump fake. Knew that Owsley was going to bite. Picks up his 4th foul.
How about Lejeski, Artie? 6 for 6 in 3-point territory. He has 28.
Well, Lejeski has had a beautiful ball game, and on the final night for his senior season at home, unless they get an NIT bid, how nice is it to see him have such a big-time ball game.
So Lane will come back on to the floor. Carl with 13, and for Kobe Carl, that is his first point of the second half, and it comes with 5 minutes and 15 seconds left to play. in the game. Owsley will lead.
Well, P.J. Owsley goes out. Riley Lucro comes in, so Bobby Nash slides down to the 4th spot. And Hawaii has their smaller lineup, but still a very effective lineup because Lucro gives you a lot of effort going to the basket to grab rebounds.
Carl with his 14. Kobe Carl averaging 14.9, so he is right there. Out in the middle. Here's Lejeski. They want to trap him, but he gets it to Nash. Lucro, his shot. Comes off, ball stolen by Gibson away from Carl. Lejeski.
Lejeski's having his game.
Lejeski with 31. That's the second 30-point performance of the season. Gibson on the steal. Lejeski with it. Goes to put it up. He's fouled on the dribble drive by Carl. Standing ovation.
Matt Lejeski just having it his way. Watch this now. This absolute confidence. And you love seeing it for the senior. 10 out of 13 on the night, Jim. 7 for 7 in three-point shots.
I mean, he's perfect.
Oh.
He is perfect in three-point shots from the line. Yes, 32. He makes this. He ties his season high, 33 against Creighton.
He's his career high, too, isn't it?
Yes, his career high, 33 against Creighton in the finals of the Rainbow Classic.
Well, we saw a young man, Keone Watson, for Idaho the other night, get his career high in his last game here.
35.
Yep, and Lojo is saying, hey, I think I want to one-up him.
He has matched it. 33 points for Lejeski, and he still has 4 minutes and 37 seconds to play. Underneath Nelson, and Nelson is able to drop it in. Nelson now in double digits. He has 10. 83-66. Hawaii has just put it into another gear, aided by the shooting of Lejeski. Lejeski has been spectacular. Lucro to Gibson. That ball knocked away. Knocked away by Thomas, and Thomas able to outrace everybody and put it in.
Thomas had another gear.
He did.
The race started, and Thomas just said, no, I think I'm going to take it.
Gibson's pass stolen away. Another turnover, but Lejeski captures it in the corner. So Gibson's passes being stolen away. His passes staying in the air just a little bit too long. But what a performance by Lejeski, almost as if he willed it on his final performance on this hardwood. Almost as if he said, I am going to leave this crowd, and I'm going to leave my memory with something that people will cherish.
Yeah, people will talk about this ball game for quite a while, Jim, because of the way Lejeski has played in this game, but the way he's played this season. In my mind, Lejeski has sacrificed some of his offensive abilities to get other people involved and to do other things for this team this year.
Whenever you attend a University of Hawaii game at the Stan Sheriff Center, you could win an upgrade from Bank of Hawaii for courtside seats. For more details about how to enter and win, visit the Stan Sheriff Center on game day, and you could be sitting courtside, courtesy of the Bank of Hawaii. 83-68, 3:55 left. Hawaii trying to win its 18th of the season, and they would earn the 5th seed in the conference tournament. Here's Gibson. Hawaii's negative statistic tonight, 20 turnovers. Lucro to Lejeski. Boy, they're playing him right up close. Lucro to Gee. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Nash. Nash won't go. Lejeski put back. What else can he do?
Well, credit also Riley Lucro for keeping the ball alive, but Lojo gets his career high. Unbelievable play.
35-point performance for Lejeski. Underneath. Shot is up and not good that time by Thomas. Ball goes to the corner. Gee is able to reach up. And Hawaii controls 85-68.
Nice save by Bobby Nash.
Lejeski has just been, he's been like a demigod out there. He's had the luster. Here's Gibson. That's offline. Long rebound comes back. Gibson can't hold it. Nash can't hold it, but now Nash saves it. went off for the official, and the official told Bobby Nash, I'm out of bounds.
That's right. When the ball goes off for Bobby Nash, it hits the official after it touches Bobby Nash's hand. It's out of bounds.
85-68. Jim Leahy courtside with Artie Wilson. Final regular season game. Hawaii leading Boise State. And the story of this game, Matt Ledjeski, one of two seniors to say aloha tonight, career high 35 points.
And he's not missed a three-point shot.
And the 7 out of 7 in three-point shooting is a record for the University of Hawaii.
Now somebody needs to whisper in his ear and say, hey, don't take another shot, big fella. Not from three anyway.
Gibson, they try to trap him, gets it to Lutgerode, and then to Ledjeski. Under 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the game. Gee needs another rebound for a double-double performance. Lutgerode has turned it over.
He covered about 5 inches as he was trying to force the pass, and just kept dragging the foot.
So Anthony Thomas, the redshirt freshman for Boise State. Thomas, Gee comes over along with Gibson, and Gee just kind of devours him underneath.
Ahmed Gee is called for the foul. Now watch this. He goes up and the little guy got all that.
So Ahmed Gee with personal fouls. Thomas will be at the line. Thomas with 11 points. From the free throw line, Thomas is 3 for 5. Cheaterman will come into the game, and he will come in replacing Nelson. Nelson's had a spirited performance, but it has been a tough sled for him, especially up against Gee.
Yeah, well, Ahmed Gee has changed the night for Nelson.
Thomas puts in the free throw. It's 85-69 with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to play in this regular. Players hit the floor, no whistle. Ball rolls to Gee. So the clock resumes ticking, coming up on 2 minutes to play. Here's Bobby Nash. Gee comes up from down low. Ledjeski three-point territory against Tiedemann. Bobby Nash really cozied up against Thomas. 6 seconds left. Somebody's got to put up a shot. It's Lutgerode. That won't drop. Ball comes off. Well, I thought that would have been the rebound by Gee.
Yeah, I was hoping Gee would get that rebound. That would have given him 10 for the night. He's stuck at 9 right now, and now he's picked up his 4th personal foul.
1:37 left. Hawaii leading 85-69.
And you'd like to see the two seniors be taken out of the ball game somewhere toward the very end of the game, so that the fans will give them the type of appreciation, applause that they so richly and rightly deserve.
Reggie Larry with 13 points puts up that shot. He now has 14. Now that makes it 85-70. And it's a 15-point lead by Hawaii with 1:37. Both of these teams will travel to the conference tournament in Las Cruces, New Mexico. That shot is up and in. 85-71, a 14-point game. Lutgerode into Ledjeski. They try to trap him. Ledjeski gets it to Gee. Lead pass to Lutgerode. And then Gibson ends up with it. To Bobby Nash. Underneath. Gee up and in.
Wonderful pass by Nash and good soft hands by Ahmed Gee.
So Gee now with 17. Answering back is Larry. That won't drop. Lutgerode with the rebound. Quickly to Gibson. Gibson to Ledjeski against Carl. Goes by Carl. Gets it to Nash. Up. Yes! Boy, we're seeing some real incredible play in the final moments of this regular season.
Well, McGee is getting his standing ovation. And so is Lojeski. Something very special about playing at the University of Hawaii. I'm McGee acknowledging the crowd. Lojo having a career night in Hawaii, getting a tremendous victory against a very good Boise State team. It couldn't get much better than this if you're a Hawaii Warrior.
It has turned into a real celebration. A foul called on Lane, reaching in on Lutkeroth with 54 seconds left. That is the 5th personal foul, I believe, on Lane. And he will be dispatched. Todd Lowenthal ready to come into the game. Also, Alex Veitz. Lowenthal number 1 and Veit number 50 for Hawaii. They have played sparingly throughout this season. 54 seconds left. Lutkeroth with a total of 2 points. Guy finishes with 17 points and 9 rebounds. He finishes the season with 7 double-doubles. He had 11 double-double performances in his career. And Lojeski finishes with a career-high 35 points, including 7 for 7 from three-point territory. That is the record. What a way to go out. What a way to wave aloha. Gibson leads. Nash leads. Another standing ovation. Now that's 7 for 7 in three-point shots by Lojeski. Jake Sotos had the record, 6 for 6. Shot up and in by Hallberg with 47 seconds left. Stolen away. Another turnover. Lutkeroth gets it back, and then Lutkeroth is bumped by Matt Boucher just into the game. Boucher played sparingly in the first half, and he returns here in the final minute. 38.8 seconds left. Hawaii will be 18-12. They will be 8-8 in the WAC. Boise State will dip to 16-13, and they will be 8-8 in the WAC. Hawaii will be the 5th seed in the tournament, and Boise State will be the 6th seed. So Verers will lead. And everybody getting some playing time now with 38 seconds left. 92-73. Lutkeroth not good with the free throw. So here comes Thomas. Thomas goes all the way. That's blocked by Veit. Ball goes out of bounds. Hawaii will have it. This has been sweet indeed for Hawaii seniors. But now they have to go into the conference tournament. But they certainly do have the momentum. Jackson in the game now. Marquez Jackson loses the ball with 16 seconds left. Wilson underneath to Tiedemann, and Tiedemann lets it go in. 92-75. And we are at 10 seconds. What a way to end the season. If you're watching throughout the magnificent Hawaiian Islands, celebrate everybody. What a way to end it.